was the case I was discussing. First one, I think you can see. Right. So after discussing the previous one, and I told I will discuss this one. So here you can clearly see that the body is projected only along the horizontal line. Correct. So if it is projected along the horizontal line, in this case, this theta value and the alpha value has to be same. Theta is equal to alpha. Correct. Fine. Or if it is even if a different angle, I can take this as different angle too. There is no problem. So suppose if they are not same, if theta is not equal to alpha, then I have to imagine like as if this is the horizontal axis. So this angle is alpha. So this angle is theta minus alpha. Right? I hope you are understanding. Right? Here there is a direction of G. It is alpha. So this will become G cos alpha. And this will become G sin alpha. Right? Sanita?
Sir.
Yeah, tell me.
Oh, nothing, sir. I forgot to lower my hand. Sorry.
Akash?
So in previous case, if they will ask the maximum height, then we have to tell from the ground, sir, or from the inclined plane.
It depends on you. Whichever will become easy. If you do calculation with respect to the inclined plane only, it will be easy for you. Because
So
I
then
will.
we have to add the height of the inclined plane also.
I'll show it. Just I will show it down. Just I will show it. Here you think. Here, this is the maximum height, na? Correct. Let us say this point is the maximum height. So at the maximum height, velocity is only along inclined surface.
Yes, sir.
Right. So this I have taken to be x-axis, and this is I have taken to be y-axis. Correct. So let us show. So I'm writing for max height. Which equation I'm going to use? Vy square is equal to ey square plus 2ay into y. I can write at maximum height. At maximum height, Vy will be equal to 0. Is that clear? So 0 is equal to, what is Ey? Ey was equal to u sine of alpha plus theta, iska square. Minus, what was ay? Ay, check. This is ay. Ay is g cos alpha. Into h max. So what h max you will get from there? So from here, if I calculate, I'll get h max equal to u square sine square alpha plus theta divided by 2g cos alpha. That's it. Right now, it is clear. Fine. For everybody, it is clear now. Right. Okay now. Fine. No doubt is there. Yeah, right. So the case I was talking about, that is this one. So you try to imagine in that case, since this entire angle is given to be theta here, so I just bluntly take the component along x-axis. So component along x-axis will come to be u cos theta, and the component along y-axis will come to be u sin theta. Correct. So even here, if you have to calculate the range, time of flight, if you have to find out time of flight, then for time of flight, you try to imagine when it lands here, the y coordinate will be equal to 0. So I will be using this equation, y is equal to uy into t plus half uy into t square. So that means 0 is equal to, what is uy? U is equal to u sine theta into t minus half. Acha, what is ay? Ay is g cos alpha. I hope you are understanding, into t square. So how much t is coming? T is coming to be 2u sine theta divided by g cos alpha. That's it. Right now. So the entire game is about where you are choosing the axis and take the component along the axis perpendicular to the axis. That's it. There is nothing else. Is that clear till now? Yes, please. Rishikesh?
Sir,
Yeah, tell me.
my that you told you'll tell before classes topics name, sir.
Ah, right. Not now. Not now. At the last. At the last. I will talk to you. Rishikesh is your name, na?
Yes, sir.
I will talk to you definitely. Definitely, I will talk to you.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Yes, Shrutik.
Sir, this is for only the case of alpha is equals to theta, sir.
No, 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 no. Alpha is not equal to theta.
Sir, alpha is equals to you consider now, sir.
No,
Alpha
no,
is
no,
equals
no. You see here?
one scroll up, sir.
Yes, that you see now. You see? Here you come.
Okay, sir.
Right? Correct? Clear to everyone? Fine. Tejas, clear now? Yeah, right. Okay. So now we will move on to question. So here comes the shock. See. Right. Okay. So my dear friend, here comes the question. All right. So I will narrate the question first, then I will give you enough time to think. After that, I will start solving. So here you can check that there was a particle which was thrown. 1 second. Right. So here is a particle which is thrown with velocity. This velocity is given to be 10 root 3 meter per second. You can see that with this plane, this is already thrown at 90 degree. It follows a projectile like this. It follows a projectile like this. And here also, it hits this plane with 90 degree. Correct? Fine, no? Clear. They have already given you one indication in the question. That is a hint. They're asking that take this OQ plane as X and this AO plane as Y. So what are the questions? So let me narrate the question. First question, calculate the total time of flight. Second, the velocity with which the projectile will hit the point Q. And question number 3, also calculate the distance PQ. So these are the 3 calculations you have to do, right? I am freely giving you 4, 5, 6 minutes. Bluntly try whatever you can. Okay, just give it an honest try, nothing else. Hey Shiva,
Hello.
yeah, tell me.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Is time 2 root 3 seconds?
No, check calculation once.
Okay, sir.
Vignesh,
Sir, could you open the previous page?
previous page. Yes, sure, I can. Yeah, this is the previous page. What do you want to see here? Time.
This is formula, Hmax formulas.
HMAX. This is the HMAX formula.
Yes, sir. Doing.
Yes, Pritam.
Sir, is the time 4 seconds?
Oh, Pritam, check the calculation once again. Likita, tell me.
Sir, velocity 10 meter per second.
Yes, correct. Right. So let us go for analysis of the first part. Or you want some time to solve it? You want some more time? Yes, Rahul?
Yes, sir. I want some more time. 2 minutes.
Fine. Move ahead, no issue. Tejesh?
Sir, is distance 15 to 3 meters, sir?
No, Tejesh. Check the calculation. Okay? Yeah. Yes, Shiva?
Sir, is time of flight 4 root 3 seconds?
No, Shiva. Check again. Snehita?
Sir, is time of flight root 6 seconds?
No. Check again. Dinesh?
Sir, the time of flight is 6 seconds.
No.
Oh, shit.
Chalo, we'll do. See, check here. Since we have taken this as x-axis and this as y-axis, so the particle is initially projected along x-axis. As you can see, this is x-axis, right? So in this direction, that is the initial y direction, I can write uy is equal to 0. So there is no velocity initially along y direction, right? No? Fine. Now you check here, at this point of time, this is the acceleration due to gravity g acting in this direction. So if I just extend this line, this angle is also 30 degree, right? So what will be this component? This component will become g cos 30 degree. And what is the acceleration along this line? This is g sine 30 degree, correct? Likita?
Sir, 2 seconds?
Yeah, right, bang on, very good. Excellent.
Sir, I resolved into components like this only.
Yes, right, very good. So now here also you check. This is the g direction. And if you take this particular extension, this angle is also coming to a 60 degree. So this component will become g cos 60 degree and this component will become g sine 60 degree. Now, do not get tensed or get panicked here because you check the corresponding acceleration into different plane, the value is coming to be same. Why? The value of g sine 30 degree is same as the value of g sine 60 degree, g cos 60 degree. This is g by 2 and this is also coming to be g by 2. Is that okay? This will come to be root 3 g by 2 and this particular value, this will also come to be root 3 g by 2. So I hope this is okay now. You understood? The entire component division is clear, right? Fine. So now what concept I am going to use here, you check. I'm going to write that when the projectile lands at Q, when the projectile lands at Q, check this point. When this projectile lands at this point, the entire velocity is along y. What is the velocity along x? This is 0 only, na? Diagram is okay? So velocity along x is 0, correct? Any doubt? Check here. What is the velocity along this line? Velocity along this line is 0. Why? Because the entire velocity is along this line. Is this point okay or not? Is this clear or not? Right? Okay. So when the projectile lands at Q, I can write Vx is equal to 0. Now, what I write about Vx? I write about Vx as Vx is equal to Ux plus Ax into t. This factor is equal to 0. So I can write 0 is equal to Ux means 10 root 3 minus what is Ax? Ax is either this factor or this factor. So Ax, I will write over here too. Right over here. Just point out over here. So Ax is equal to root 3 g by 2 and Ay is equal to g by 2. Right? So now you check. So 10 root 3 minus root 3 g by 2 into t. So how much will you get from here? So 10 root 3 is equal to g by 2 means 5 root 3 into t. So cancellation. T is equal to 2 seconds. So time of flight is equal to 2 seconds. Is that idea clear? Check it once. If there is any doubt, ask me. Vignesh.
Nothing, sir, by mistake only.
Okay. Shrutik.
Sir,
Yes, sir.
sir, this is Preetham.
Preetham, tell me.
Sir, why should we take acceleration as root 3 g by 2?
You check here, na? Check. Check the diagram. The diagram is everything. This is x-axis, na? Right? This is x-axis. Correct? So what is the acceleration along x-axis? Root 3 g by 2 only.
Sir, but on the left side we'll get g by 2, na, sir, along x-axis.
No! G cos 30 degree. Root 3 g by 2.
Yeah, okay, sir.
Okay, na?
Yes.
Right? Yeah. Anything else? Any other doubt, please? Tejas, is that clear now? Yeah, right. Thank you. Okay. Mr. Pushkar Kale, clear? Right. Likita?
Sir, for velocity, actually I did not use that gravity one, but at 60 degree and 30 degrees, no, sir, that only I drew a parallel line to the base and used that, and two vectors will be in the same direction, so I equated them. Like that I got velocity 10, sir.
It is applicable, but the only difference is that here in this case you will have acceleration both along x and y. That is the only difference. So let's check.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Sure. So this is okay now for everyone. Shall we proceed now? Right. Shivani, okay? Yeah, right. Yes, please. Tanush? Chalo. So for the next one, I will take the diagram once again. Yeah. Right. So now I'm coming for the second part of the question. Second part of the question says that I have to find out the velocity. Okay, so we'll figure out the velocity. So velocity, they are asking with what velocity is going to strike here. Now see, it is very easy. Initially this velocity is along x. So ux is equal to 10 root 3 meter per second. We have also said initial velocity along y, uy is equal to 0. Correct? So can I write this equation? Vy is equal to uy plus ay into t. Uy is equal to 0. So this is g. This is 60 degree. G cos 60 degree means g by 2. Right? Correct now? Fine. So what is the y acceleration? So 0 plus g by 2 into time of flight you have just said 2. Correct? So Vy is coming to be 10 meter per second. But remember, direction is downward. Correct? So second part of the question is also over. Any doubt in this question? Anybody? Right? For everyone okay? Mr. Divit Reddy? Yes, Mr. Divit Reddy.
Sir, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Sir, it should be negative now, sir. G by 2.
I have just taken the magnitude of velocity. If I consider the direction here, if I take the negative sign here, then automatically it will reflect the direction, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Chandra, Chepura, Babu.
Sir, scroll करना ऊपर.
ये this one only is coming. ऊपर का क्यों देखना?
एक second sir, just second.
Okay, ठीक है?
नहीं sir, more.
और?
Yeah. Thank you sir.
Okay. Yes, Rahul?
No, sir. I forgot to lower my hand.
Okay, fine. Yes, Shrutik?
Sir, once explain how uy is equals to 0, sir.
Okay, fine. We'll come to this diagram and check. See, what is the x-axis? This is the x-axis.
Yes, sir.
Can you see this is the x-axis?
Okay, sir.
So body was thrown along x-axis with speed u. So what should be the initial velocity in y direction?
U sign.
That should be 0 only, na? No velocity is there, na? Entire velocity is along x-axis only.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Are you understanding?
Okay, sir. Understood.
Yeah, right. Fine. So next, let us go for the next level question. That is part 3. What was asking in part 3? In part 3, they were asking to figure out the distance PQ. Find PQ. This was the last part of the question. So again, to solve this part of the question, what I will do, I will take the figure once again. Right. Here. Here it goes. Right. So you check here. In this case, they are asking this distance. Right? They're asking this distance. So is this angle 90 degree? Right? So this triangle, can I write? Triangle POQ is a right angled triangle. Is this okay? This idea is okay now? Fine, right. So can I write PQ is equal to root under of PO square plus OQ square? Right. So next what I'm going to do to find PO, you see, next I'm writing to find P. To find PO, we have to, Likhi, the doubt is there. Okay. So we have to analyze motion along y-axis. This is along y-axis, na? This PO is along y-axis, right? So along y-axis, what can I write? Check. Y is equal to uy into t plus half ay into t square, out of which uy is 0. So it only comes to be half ay into t square. Half. What is the value of ay? Ay value is g by 2. We have already seen it previously. G sine theta. Right now? In this direction, component will be g sine 30. That is g by 2 into t square means 4. So this comes to be 10 meter. So PO comes to be 10 meter. So PO is okay for everyone. Any doubt, any emotion, frustration, pain for PO? Correct? There is a very nice Hindi joke regarding this question. Kind of dirty joke actually. In Hindi, PO means drinking, right? So once teacher was explaining this question in the class, so you are saying PO. Student was replying, नहीं पी सकते sir, नहीं पी सकते, class में कैसे पी सकते हैं? The student was replying, no sir, I cannot drink in the class. Why you are asking? So let us go for OQ now. To analyze OQ, we have to consider motion along x-axis. So if we consider motion along x-axis, now let us see what can we say. So same thing, we'll write x is equal to ux into t plus half ax into t square. Now check, ux is 10 root 3 into 2 minus half into. AX is how much? AX is root 3 G by 2, na? Into 4. Is that okay? No doubt, na? Correct? So this becomes 20 root 3 minus 10 root 3. It becomes 10 root 3 meter. This is Q. Any doubt, please? Thank you. So next, what should I do? I have checked PQ is equal to root under of PO square plus OQ square. That is root under 100 plus 300. So 20 meter is the answer. Right. This is a very nice question. And why I prefer this question? Because if you solve only one question, entire revision will be there. You can revise the entire inclined plane projectile motion. Yes, Akshari.
Sir, good
Yeah.
afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Sir, before we got PO as 10 meter, no, sir. There, UY equals to 0, sir. It is motion along y axis only.
Check. Yes. See, again and again, I'm repeating the same point. Check here. Okay. This is x direction. Na? This is x direction, right?
Okay, sir.
And this is y, right?
Yes, sir.
So along y, no initial velocity was present. Right? Okay?
Okay, sir.
Right. Any other doubt, please? No other doubt? So we'll just scroll up a little bit. You make a quick revision of this entire thing. Yes, please, Rahul.
Sir, sorry, sir. I missed.
By mistake?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Chalo. So that's all. Any doubt regarding today's lecture? Any topic? Yes, Shiva?
Sir, to consider gravitation, which side should we take, sir? Left side or right side?
Tell me. Any part, you are getting the same value. That's what I have shown.
Sir, what if gravitations are differ?
No. When such kind of questions are given, actually, if you have taken this as x-axis and this is y-axis, actually this is coming because you check these are complementary angles. Did you check?
Yes, sir. But if it's 45 degree, if they have given.
If these two are 45 degrees, then also complementary.
No, sir. One is 30 and one is 45.
One is 30 and one is?
45.
Then you take anything. You take this as x-axis and perpendicular to this as y-axis. Then here also you have to divide the component actually. That will become very complicated. And the question will become large actually. It will not be complicated, it will be large. Calculation wise, very, very large.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
But gravitation both the side it differs, sir. So.
Obviously it will differ. No? But you have to take only one axis. If you take this as x-axis, then when you will calculate this side, you have to do in reference to this side only.
And while calculating time of flight, range.
Same.
For both, we have to calculate.
Yes. Simultaneously, we cannot operate with two axes. We have to take only one axis.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Right? Okay. Chandra.
Sir, scroll down, sir.
Scroll down.
Yes, sir. Total down.
Total down.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay,
Thank
no?
you, sir.
Right now, okay, that's all for everyone. Chalo, I have a recording actually. I have to go right now. So tomorrow, from morning, we'll start. And tomorrow's class, we will be totally focused on problem solving in inclined plane projectile. Correct? We'll see different kind of problems and different cases. Okay. Till that time, bye bye. Stay home, stay safe, have good food, watch movies, and spend some good. Bye.